Today is a big day. We're getting the caravan service. You ready for our trip?
Are we?
Here we have a smashed rear windscreen. The handbrake's loose. There's actually friction with your brake pads. Check that out. The seals in the original hub weren't the correct seal. All this pinouts, but I think it's 16 kilos of force. Alright, so been all systems go. Today is a big day. We're getting the caravan service. So I've got an on-site guy coming around to the factory and he's going to service the van and we're going to be ready for our trip.
Are we?
You wouldn't believe it. Laura's been asking me all week about what she should get me for Christmas. And I just never thought of anything, but then it just come to me. I was on the mower the other day down at the farm. We got back from our cruise and I'm frantically mowing the lawns. And I worked out, it just come to me as an epiphany that just come to me. I worked out what I needed. And that's a rear windscreen in the Landcruiser. Because the mower decided to throw a rock up and smash it.
Daddy was on a mission.
Here we have a smashed rear windscreen. So that's not ideal. The perfect part about it as well, it's right near Christmas, so we can't get in until the 30th of December, which has changed our travel dates already. We're supposed to go to Merimbula.
Yeah, we're supposed to leave today after the caravan service. So
Yep.
we put that off for a few days to clear out the factory. And then this happened, so we cancelled altogether. Anyway, luckily, we've got this heat shield protection, which is just holding in the windscreen.
Yeah.
But we will need to replace that before we go, and the other one on the inside here is coming off, so we'll need to get a whole new pack of that. Another job.
That was like a welcome home moment after our cruise. You know, you get a little bit ahead of yourself, and then the universe just throws you a curveball.
We just came back too relaxed, and it goes. We'll show you that.
Yeah, it's been a bit frantic. I've had a couple of jobs that have gone a bit south on the way towards the end of closing down this business. A few clients have changed their mind at the last minute and how they want things done, so I've had to rectify that. I've been running around dropping furniture off, and now we're just about to pack up all the tools and everything.
Okay.
All the cabinets have all got to go, so we've got our big blue trailer down and we'll load all that up, and we've been making multiple trips down to the farm. So the guy's going to be here very shortly. He's going to run through everything, and hopefully you guys can take something out of this episode. And if you do, please like and subscribe. It helps our channel grow. And we're going to have more opportunity to make more episodes and more content like this moving forward, because obviously we're not working.
No, thank God for that. If I was at work this week, I don't know,
No.
half of this shit wouldn't have got done.
No, you can't do it. No, I couldn't do it all by myself.
That's a googie.
Good boy. And we've got Mark here from Bayside Caravan Services, and what we're going to do, or what Mark's going to do, is go right through the van, check everything, make sure everything's Mickey Mouse. And he was just explaining about this little box here that he's got. It's like a little power pack, isn't it, Mark?
Yep, it's the same battery as in the Trail Safe Breakaway.
Yep.
So a little 12-volt battery.
You can turn things on and off with this particular unit, so it can test what's working, what's not working. And we'll get a full rundown of what we need to do to the van to get it safe, ready to tow around Australia.
Your handbrake's loose.
Needs a bit of tightening.
Now you see the locking nut.
Oh, okay.
It's loose. I'll adjust your handbrake once the brakes have been adjusted, if they do.
So this is at its 10,000 kilometre service. How often would you recommend servicing your van, Mark?
12 to 18 months.
Yep.
Or 10,000 Ks, whichever's soonest. Or if you've travelled like across the desert or through lots of river crossings where there's a chance of water ingress, I'd recommend getting it done when you come back.
Okay.
Like sooner.
Yeah, straight away.
Yeah.
Just to prevent any rotting or anything.
Yeah, any debris or grit or
Yeah.
things like that can get washed into the brake system.
Yeah.
Or the brake assembly.
Good idea.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go. 10,000 kilometre service, first 12 to 18 months, and especially if you just have done like a desert crossing or something like that, a lot of dirt roads, a lot of corrugations, because things rattle loose, so that's the go.
You see here the grease?
Yep.
And that should be friction with your brake pads.
Yeah, you can grab them.
Yeah. All here.
Yeah, to build up.
Balance and wheel alignments. Yeah. I look at the crown and it's all equal wear.
Yeah.
So which indicates your wheel alignment is good. Big lump of grease in here. So it's been dripping out. Yeah, when you have like little levels, kind of small. If you have a big lump of mud, I've had quite a lot of customers, it's all caked up.
Yeah.
Against things like that, it's just going to throw out the wheel out of balance.
Oh yeah.
You're putting, there's a 40 gram weight on there, but somewhere like 5 grams and that, and you've got 100 grams of mud or
Yeah.
clay.
Definitely put it out.
Yeah, and then you put, so you're traveling a few thousand Ks. Yeah, you can see where it's been dripping. Everywhere. Look at that. I'm glad you, this is when it's, occasions like this, I'm like, you've done well to get the services.
Yeah.
Because,
It's basically brand new.
yeah, there's a marine seal there. How are we going to get this brake cut off? So yeah, to remove these 2 bolts top and bottom.
Yep.
So I'll take that off and then I'll get a cable tie to hold the weight.
Yep.
And then we can remove the disc once that's on. Yeah, check that out.
Wow, we.
Yeah, the seals, something's definitely not working. Retaining. Yeah, and all around there. Wow.
Yeah, I initially thought it was from leaving the handbrake on, but it's still, that was months ago, so it's still coming out.
Yeah, that's, yeah, not good. But it may have got so hot, it depends on how much heat would have melted the
seal.
seal. Get rid of that. So for reference, I always just put a little X where it was,
Yep.
and then when I tighten up, I can see
So
where I think it's correct.
that's supposed to be loose?
Yes.
That nut? Yep.
Yeah, because the bearings are tapered.
Yep.
So if you over tighten it, you're trying to spread it wide.
Yeah, and won't
So,
move.
so it's going to put more load on the actual bearing. So
Yep.
it's not going to revolve as freely. And then you generate heat as well.
Yeah.
And accelerate the wear down.
It's going to expand and.
The breakdown of the actual bearing, all that extra pressure on it.
Yep. And after 10,000 kilometres, what sort of condition should the bearings be in?
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bearings should last years and years.
Yep.
I rarely change bearings. Same with brake linings. It's
Okay.
the most wearable part, not on yours, but on drum brakes, is electric brake magnets.
Yeah.
And that should last you years and years if the brakes have been adjusted correctly.
Okay.
And, it's braking efficiently. See how the grease has gone black?
Yes.
Originally it would have been blue.
Yep.
So it just discolours and loses its dye as it starts to break down. knows what's failed.
The seal.
Well, yeah, you can see how it's a marine seal, so it just pops in. That's how it is. It's the same on boat trailers.
Yes. And what seal should be on it?
I'll see what fits. Like, so it's this internal diameter which has been failing, and this. Normally, it'd put just a normal standard grease seal or oil seal.
Yep.
Hoping I've got one. Yeah, I think it has got hot because you can see the viscosity of the grease has changed.
It looks very liquidy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's going to overheat.
Yeah,
It?
all these three are doing a lot more work than this one.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a heavy van, all that inertia pushing you forwards. You have NSK bearings, which are Japanese,
Okay.
which are good.
That's good.
So I'm looking for any pitting or any scoring, any discoloration on the rollers.
Yep.
They're all fine.
So if it's discoloured, it's obviously getting too hot.
It's getting some heat into it, yeah. Some days I do a bearing in my hands like covered in glitter.
Oh, right.
As the hard facing
Just
starts
come
to
off.
breaking down.
Yeah.
But now it's all consistent and good.
Beautiful.
That's the smaller one. It'd be interesting to see the difference between this one and this one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
When it's got no handbrake. To see.
Yeah, because obviously that'll tell us that it's the handbrake that's caused it.
Yes,
Yep.
so if the front two would be similar
Yep.
or dissimilar to the rear two.
So the handbrake doesn't connect to the rear tyres,
No, it's cable here,
it's just the front.
just the front.
Yep.
Yeah. So this pad's not too bad. The other side's covered in grease.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had a little nick in it,
Yeah, okay.
so that's just gone. It is small.
What's that from? Just a little rock stone or
Yeah, you
something?
see something like a bit of grit or gravel. It's just taking a chunk out.
Yep. All right, we're on wheel 2, or Mark's on wheel 2. I'm just supervising. What had actually happened is the seals in the original hub weren't the correct seals, so it's slightly too big, and it was leaving a gap. What happens is when the grease gets too warm, it liquefies a little bit, or the grease that they've used, and it's very runny, as you can see. But Mark went and sourced the correct seals, so it's a nice tight fit, so we shouldn't have any grease leakage, thank God. Because what was happening also is the grease leaks into the pads, and then obviously your brakes aren't going to work as well, are they, Mark?
No, we rely on friction
Yeah.
for braking, not lubricant.
We're so grateful that we're getting this serviced after its first 10,000 Ks. Highly recommend everyone doing it as well, because you're not sure how things have been put together until you start to pull them apart. You can see all the grease on that pad. Pads themselves are in good nick, but that's just way too much grease over that.
Should be no grease at all.
That side's not as bad, is it?
Not so bad, but this inner one was, yeah, caked in it. never seen grease probably
that thin.
Yeah, it's so light. Yeah. This is a handy tool. It's any big time saver. Any old grease gets expelled. Pushed out through the flutes in between the bearing rollers. There's no pitting or scoring on the bearings. The bearings are in healthy condition.
The idea is do it up tight, push the bearing in, and then release it.
Have it seated correctly, so it's fully, so you know it's fully seated.
Yep.
And being a tapered bearing gear, you have to back it off because there's going to be excess load on there, and that would be generating heat. All that force would get it really hot and reduce the life of the bearings considerably. Turn the brakes back on and see what happens. Pull this pin out. It's about, I think it's 16 kilos of force. It's instant. It works. With this brake, it's instant.
Yeah.
There is no rotation before it locks on.
Yeah.
Free rotation, nice and quiet, no drag.
Beautiful. Brand new.
No excessive play, top and bottom. So that's the front side of the wheel.
So are all vans tightened up at 140 Newton meters?
No, depends on the stud size.
Okay.
Common size or torque is probably 125 newtons.
Yeah.
Down to 110. Yeah, it all depends on the size of the thread. If you get over tightened wheel nuts, it's just as detrimental.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you're going to snap studs, aren't you?
Yeah, probably more so people over tightening
Yep.
than having them loose. So half time swap sides.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's one side fully completed. Very happy with that. It's brand new, moving freely, no movement in the bearings. You've just got the other side to do, and then
Grease everywhere.
Yep.
Check all the bolts. Check your suspension. Check your dampeners.
yep,
First visual, they look good, but I'll go around it all underneath.
just double check.
Check
Yep.
your handbrake as well. Check the chassis.
Thorough check.
Check the coupling.
We'll be good to go. If you're ever in the Bayside area, or you actually do all around Melbourne, don't you, Mark?
I do travel.
I'll get you your phone number there. There you go. Bayside Caravan Services. So yeah, it does travel around Melbourne area. It's even been as far as Traralgon, so highly recommend getting that done. It's so important. It's definitely peace of mind now that we know we're good to go. Brakes, everything are working. So you can even do a quick check after your first 1,000 kilometres, because sometimes you don't know whether the manufacturer's, someone's missed something or whatever. So it's always good to just run your caravan in for about 1,000 kilometres, just get it a quick check over. There you have it. Should be good to go.
Freely rotating. Not be able to clean it. Do you want me to use my grease?
No, not at all. They probably wouldn't fit in there.
We could take it a little tighter, but you're going to run out of leverage.
Yeah.
You're not quite on that last one, so I'll tighten it a little bit so it really engages on.
Yeah.
Do you want to see how you feel with it?
Yeah, that's good.
You've only got about 10 mil of travel left.
Yeah.
Before you run out here.
Yeah.
On a thread. And then you'd have to shorten the handbrake cable.
Well, there you have it. That's servicing 101 with Mark, Bayside Caravan Servicing. It took a little bit longer than what you expected, didn't it, mate?
A few hours longer, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of cleaning.
It's just one of those things. The seals weren't quite right, and there was just grease everywhere. So it's a lot of cleaning. Fortunately, we're in a factory. It's a little bit easier to work, but anyway, nonetheless, it's all done. Greased up, all the nipples done, handbrakes adjusted. The wheel bearings are greased up, repacked.
Yeah, fresh grease seals.
Fresh grease seals. He's checked over for any broken silicone. Very thorough, I must admit. I've just found Mark online. I just looked up someone locally in the area, and I 100% would recommend this guy. His work is immaculate and very, very, very thorough, which is what you need when you're servicing your caravan, because it's so dangerous out on the road. So we all want to be safe, and yeah, I highly recommend Mark. So he services all types of caravans. Single axle is $375 to service. A dual axle is $475, plus any outgoings, any parts that may need to be purchased. And you do awnings and
all mechanical repairs.
Yeah, all
basic
mechanical.
12 volt. Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of Leon from Safe to Tow. So bloody great at what he does, and his name will be saved in our phone for future repairs.
Thanks.
So thanks, mate. You're a bloody champion. I'm wrapped it just before Christmas as well. The bloke's a flat knacker. So
You're welcome.
there you go. Anyway, make sure you mention Journey Unknown when you call Mark up, and I'm sure he'll look after you. So we'll see you on the next episode, guys. We're just about ready to head off on our trip, and we can't wait. It's been a long time coming, but now we have the peace of mind that the caravan is all good to go. So really happy. See you on the next one, guys. If you like the content, please think about subscribing and following our journey along. And yeah, we appreciate your support. We'll see you guys.